2, and 1.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I am so excited to introduce my dear friend and amazing colleague, Summer Peterson. Hi, Summer.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm just really excited to introduce you to the community because I have seen the amazing work that you're doing out there and the results you're getting and the transformations that people are having based on your amazing program. And I think it's also specifically because of this unique combination that you have of really getting into the psychology and the spirit of kind of what's holding people back in their health journeys. And so everybody, Summer Peterson is a health and weight loss coach, and maybe you can just tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got to the place where you are now, serving people and helping people transform their lives.
Awesome, Jenna. Thanks so much for having me here and just to introduce me to your amazing community of mamas. So yeah, I'm a mama myself. I'm Summer Peterson. You and I both live in Northern California, born and raised here, and I have 2 little boys, ages 4 and 7. And so I went on a weight loss journey. I actually consider myself a women's empowerment coach masquerading as a weight loss coach. So people come to me for weight loss. And I'm an international best-selling author of the book called The Sexy Diet. It was #1 in 5 categories in 9 different countries. It's an amazing book that teaches you the mechanics, the strategies of weight loss. But my specialty is so much more than just weight loss. Weight loss irritates me and bores me after a while. It's really like I use weight loss as a tool into I shine a spotlight on weight loss. And yes, all of my clients have lost weight up to 80 plus pounds using my weight loss system, maybe 10 pounds here, 30 pounds there. A client who's lost over 80 pounds, still losing weight at this point. Awesome results. We don't do the yo-yo dieting on my program, but I really like shining a spotlight on weight and seeing, okay, so where else is this showing up in your life? So the journey of weight loss is such an emotional journey. And so to talk about my journey of weight loss and why I love serving women who are moms is because I was a woman who lived in a heavier body before I ever even got pregnant. So I'm not like the mom who serves women and losing baby weight. Like that's not what I did. And that's not who I am. It's like I was living in a heavier body before I ever got pregnant. And I actually lost all of my unwanted weight after losing the baby weight with my first son. And actually what's so interesting, I was just thinking about this. I was overweight and I was inflamed and in a lot of pain before I ever got pregnant. And with my first son, Jude. And it took 13 tries for my husband and I to consciously when we were conceiving. So 13 tries before we conceived. The second time, Jenna, after I had lost my weight and I was in my right size body, back to my high school body weight, got pregnant with my second son on the first try. And that it really just shows like getting healthy and losing weight. It affects everything, emotions and hormones, fertility, all of it. I look younger now. I'm a 42-year-old woman. I look better now than when I got pregnant, before I got pregnant with my first, just because I got a lot healthier. I'm less inflamed. So anyway, so my journey had such an emotional process. It wasn't just about when I saw where I wasn't prioritizing meal prep and food and staying with the program and all of those things, like where else was that showing up in my life? And it was showing up in a lot of places. And as a mom, as a parent, as a wife, as now that I have a business, you have to, look at all of these aspects. They're all related. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So when I work with women, it's about, where else is this showing up? So you're unable to lose the weight. This is showing up somewhere else in your life as well, where you're not prioritizing your self-care and putting yourself first.
Yeah, that's a big obstacle for a lot of moms because we give so much and we tend to prioritize the people who need us to the expense of our own health. And I think sometimes going through that pregnancy and birth experience can really change you and make you see how important health is? Like, do you think that that made any difference for you? You're caring for a newborn and you're like, and I'm treating myself this way, you know, like you really, and when you're pregnant, you really have to be so on it, right? How wonderful would it be if we all treated ourselves like we were in our first trimester of pregnancy all the time, you know, just nurturing and smoothies and rest and, you know.
And then the baby's born and you don't sleep for, you know, 9 hours.
But what I was thinking of too is when you were talking about the emotional part of the health journey is that how do you help people get through the emotional part? Because it's one thing to know all of these strategies and health options and the reasons why and the science.
My weight loss system, Jenna, I could describe it to you in 20 seconds or like 2 minutes or whatever. You can read it in my book. It's like Kindle Unlimited, the sexy day. Go get it for free on Kindle right now. Like, you know, like it's the strategy, the mechanics of losing weight is very, very simple when you get to the real science of it. It's like, it's not about exercising and it's not about cutting calories. It's like, it's a totally different, the mechanics of it's not that. It's a lot different. So my system is not that at all, I should say. It is based on new science and it's very effective. I speed up people's metabolism and I burn off their body fat. But that's not really what we need so much. It's we need to cut through, it's a longer journey. So I work with women typically on a 6-month contract. I have a private coaching and group coaching. And the reason why we need to go between 3 and 6 months with working with people, because that journey, the emotional journey that you're touching into, it just takes longer than a couple of sessions to work through that emotional stuff. I have a master's degree in psychology, so I have a big background. I understand the mindset behind it. I understand the emotions behind it and the spiritual transformations that one goes through in this journey. And specifically, what I've seen in almost all of my clients, Jenna, is that the first thing that happens when we wake up in the morning is the inner voice bully coming out as we're in the closet trying to get dressed. The bully telling you that you're too fat to wear that outfit. You better try a different outfit on. And I mean, women are wasting 20 and 30 minutes every morning in crisis about like what they should wear that day. And they end up wearing the same yoga pants and black blouse every single day practically, or they're, you know, like, even though they have an enormous closet full of clothes.
Guess what I'm wearing today? Yoga pants and black shirt.
And you look beautiful. And
I feel that though. It's not easy. Yeah. And we go up and down.
It's this reality that so many women are in this, and it's a bully in their head telling them, you look too fat in that. You can't wear that outfit. And I like make a point, see, I'm wearing white, I'm wearing colors. Like, I'm just like, I'm so like, black is gone. Like, stop, wait, I don't want to wear it anymore because Jenna, I did it for too long. I wore only black, like for so long because I was trying to cover myself. And so I shed that. I had to shed that belief that I needed to cover my body. And I don't look like a Victoria's Secret model. I don't have that body either. I've birthed 2 babies and I'm a woman's body, and I'm at my ideal body weight. So I just want to talk about the bullies that like, then the bullies come out in your head and they scrutinize every bite of food that you put in your mouth. And just like, being so mean to you, about like all of my clients, like they have these bullies in their head that are so mean to them with every bite of food that they take. And it's like they're eating more guilt and shame than food, you know, like
my bullies are like, buy the gummy bears. Make me do it. I swear.
They're so mean to you. And then they're mean to you when you eat those gummy bears that you've bought.
Right.
You know, like they're both in there, Jenna. You know, like and then there's these other bullies that are like shaming you when you're getting intimate, not you specifically, but so many of my clients that are shaming you when you're getting intimate with your partner. And like, you better turn off the light. You don't want him to see those thighs. Like you don't want him to see those rolls. And this is like maybe the man that married you, or, you know, it doesn't even matter. Like all the shame that women are feeling all day long, the bullies. And so we work with transforming those bullies. And it's not like eradicating those bullies. It's just removing them from the driver's seat. And so it's just a process, and it's an emotional process. And so I have tools, you know, that we work with. Yeah, we lose weight. Like, I don't have clients that don't lose weight. Like, we like, losing weight is the number. That's like the cherry on top. Of course, that's going to happen if we lose weight in this process. But working to eradicate, to remove these bullies from the driver's seat. We never get rid of these bullies. I'm sorry, they're with us for life, but we can really mute them a lot. You know, these inner critics, and you know, the mindset issues, and learning to prioritize yourself and that self-care piece. That doesn't happen overnight. You know, that doesn't happen with, like, I could say, yeah, start a gratitude journal, and like, you know, like, that's not going to change your life, honestly. Like, it's more than just starting a gratitude journal, and nobody keeps up with the gratitude journal. Like, you just need, like, that constant, like, you know, somebody that's walked with you in this journey for 6 months to make these habits actually a habit.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say, is that I think we both knowing more about the brain from having a background in psychology, you know, that there is such thing as neuroplasticity. We can change our thoughts. We can change our thought processes. And it strikes me, I know that you study law of attraction, and I am very, you know, compelled by that as well, from what I've kind of gathered from my own experience and from learning and listening to, you know, teachers and leaders, is what people want. And it's, of course, when you're feeling overweight, there's a lot of factors going in. It's a physical manifestation, but we really want to feel happy. You see people who are large and beautiful, and they don't feel ashamed, right? They're getting men left and right, and they are owning it, right? That it does exist. There are people who don't want to lose weight and aren't considered ideal body weight. It's more about our internal struggle, right? I might be looked at by somebody and say, you look great, you don't need to lose weight, or you're fine, you know, but I have the struggles of that you were talking about, right? So it's really just, it's a mental game, for one thing. And don't you think that when you can get yourself in a state of gratitude, because I feel like I'm a lot less harsh on myself now, even if I am at a heavier weight, knowing that beating myself up is just working in the opposite direction of getting to what I want to do.
That's like step one right there, is really to stop beating yourself up. Acceptance and forgiveness. Like, you're not getting anywhere on the journey. You can be in a very thin body and just still hate yourself. You know, we could, if I did the weight loss and I didn't work on this, I would not help you at all. Like, no woman wants to feel the way she's feeling now and be in her skinny jeans. I swear it does not fix the problem. We got to do all of it.
That is so well said. And so that's why I wanted to endorse you, because you are somebody who goes so much deeper. And I wanted to ask you, could you give us a little bit of, you know, an insight or stories about some of the people that you've worked with, and how this type of weight loss has affected other areas of their life?
Yeah. Okay. So let me talk a little bit about, like, my client Tracy, who has lost 80 pounds. The really cool thing about Tracy is that she lived in an overweight body from being a child. From the time she was in puberty, she had only been in plus sizes, had never been, like, that horrible term plus sizes, that pejorative term plus sizes. Like, she'd never been able to buy anything, like, on rack, I guess. And for the first time in her life, she has a mom of two. And for the first time in her life, she is instead of a double XL, she is in a size medium. So she's buying normal clothes at a store. And in that transformation, that took a year for her to lose those 80 pounds that she never even considered possible. Like, she was like, yeah, I'd like to lose 30 pounds or whatever when we first talked. And, like, now she's still going. But I'll say in that period of time, Tracy shed 80 pounds. She also lost her husband, you know, like, and like, I don't want to, like, you know, glorify that. Like, her husband didn't die. Like, no, she got a divorce. Like, she shed her husband. No, she didn't. No, he didn't die. And I'm sorry. Like, there is transformation, and like, maybe that's a terrible story, because nobody, like, here wants to get a divorce, and I'm not advocating for that. I wasn't, like, actually there trying to help her get a divorce. I was just like, you know, like, it just happened.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, though. You never know.
She transformed is what I'm saying. Like, there was so much transformation that it just wasn't working. She became an empowered woman. And now today in her job, like, she's being recognized with all these awards, and she's asking to be put on stages. This never would have happened. She stepped into her power in a way that, like, a relationship was no longer going to work, because she became an empowered woman. Other women, yeah. So I'm just like, if things shift, like, that's probably was a terrible example, right?
No, I think that was a great example, because I think what you were pointing out was that sometimes there's these really intense underlying things and shifts that we want to make. We might want to quit our job. We might want to end our relationship that is unhealthy, but we're stuck in these
It was a long time coming. I should have prefaced that. It was a long time coming.
Of course it was. And so when you shift one pattern, and when you make a commitment to yourself, and you find yourself in a dedicated, practice, it absolutely does affect other areas of your life.
You
and
no longer not look at it anymore. Like, it was, shedding other things, getting more confident, being, being in her power. Like, it was no longer a fit.
That's amazing. Well, I'm sure you have tons more awesome stories, and I'm imagining that people want to get in touch with you and possibly want to work with you.
I have an offer for your community, because I love you so much. I have so much respect for you and how you're supporting women and moms, and I want to be able to support your community as well. So I have an offer. I'm offering your community free 30-minute consultations with me, and we'll post a link in this email below, and it's just email me. Like, it's no big deal. Just like Summer at Body Soul Shine, I always have a link to my email address. Just email me, be like, hey, I caught you on the interview with Jenna. I would love a free consultation, and I'll give you a free 30-minute coaching consultation, and it's a weight loss breakthrough call. We'll get you a big weight loss breakthrough. It's what I do is absolutely an incredible program of weight loss, but we got to shift the emotional patterns that are holding that weight loss back, and get that self-care piece, like, nail that in.
And that's honestly the power of the coach, because like you said, you can read Summer's program in her book, you could, research these sort of things on your own, but having somebody who has not only been through it themselves, but also really understands the psychology behind what it takes to shift patterns and habits, it makes all the difference. So I appreciate that generous offer so much, Summer. I'm really excited, and I can't wait to hear how it goes for people. So I'd love to hear feedback.
I can't wait to serve your community more. And if there's any other way I can come in and offer, I also have on my website, bodysoulshine.com. If people don't want a free consultation, I have a webinar that you could just go and watch. It's like a masterclass where you can go and watch for free how to lose 10 pounds this month using this one secret trick. I actually give 3 secret tricks on there, but it's on my page. You got to do 3 different things. Actually, I had to add that in there, but really it's like a powerful 45-minute masterclass that I've pre-recorded that you can find on there. But I would love to just work with you one-on-one. I really want to serve your community, especially love getting in touch with moms. And because we have this belief that after we've had babies, our body holds on to this weight, and it's a myth, it's a lie. You can weight at any age. It doesn't matter how many babies you've had. Your metabolism is not slowed by babies, by carrying babies, or by age. There's absolutely ways that I will speed up your metabolism at any age, and we'll burn off your unwanted body fat at any age. It is possible. And I can't wait to work with your community on that.
Yay. I will contest that I had 5 babies, and I was able to lose 40 pounds after my 5th baby. So I think it is possible.
It is possible. Yeah.
And if you need a little help, Summer's your lady. So thank you for being here, Summer. I really appreciate your time and your expertise and your generosity.
Thanks, sweetie. I look forward to talking to your community.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Let's do it again. Okay.
BodySoulShine.com, Summer at Body Soul Shine.
Awesome.
Bye for now.
Thank you.